I already know what it is, you heard me, you know what I'm saying? Getting to the cash on the grass, slinging that iron, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
2K
If we could come out
Sports
here
in
with that W.
association with the PGA Tour are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're in the great state of Texas for the opening round of the Valero Texas Open. Let's get boot scooting. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Kuyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. And Beamer, TPC San Antonio, I'd like to be kind and say something really glowing and positive about it, but it is a brutally tough test of golf, isn't it?
I'm having a hard time coming up with one that's it's a little more fiery, I would say, than San Antonio. It's just a golf course that I think it was designed, Luke, to play firm and fast with winds mostly blowing out of the south. But what happens is, as we normally play it, they overseed the fairways, they overseed the rough, which slows everything down. And then at least one day a week, you've got some north winds that, you know, slow everything down. And this golf course is just, it's painful. It really can be no fun to play. You got to drive the golf ball here. Danger everywhere off the fairways. A few years back, one of the guys who was playing in front of me made a 16 on the 9th hole, and that was kind of interesting, but that's what can happen in a hurry out here.
TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Outstanding approach shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16.
Ain't that a bitch? That was a nice shot, though, you know what I'm saying? That was nice right there, you know. That was real nice.
TPC San Antonio.
Ooh.
Short game has always been stellar, and that's just why.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, that's the way to play a hole. A tap in for Regal. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Well done. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. The fourth is one of the stronger par fours at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. He's standing over his third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The fifth is one of the shorter par fours on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Okay, one extra club.
Lining this putt up from a fair distance. And he's down there. You got to read?
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Second shot here on the 6th. Should find the green.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
This would be a great up and down. That's a touch of class. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Welcome to the par 5 8th hole.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
4 victories so far this season. That was wonderfully done. Opting for the 9-iron. Nicely done. Oh, good look at a birdie here. So close. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And now 4 under for the tournament. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Well played, mate. His second shot here.
Breeze straight into him.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. From about 100 yards.
Went straight down.
Well, this one's going right at the flag.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut.
didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. I don't mind the look of this. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We'll reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Well, there he is, Rich, the lovable Tony Finau. He really is a fan favourite, and once again, he shows us why.
You know, what you don't see sometimes about Tony Finau is how intense of a competitor he truly is. You know, he might be all smiles out there on the golf course, walking around, looks like he's enjoying himself, which he is, but deep down, he wants to bury you. And not just bury you a little bit. He wants to take out that shovel and just keep on digging, baby. He is really one of these competitors out there that you don't see it, but you know that, oh, no, Tony Finau, I got to go up against that guy. Ooh, you know, and he smiles at you in ways, you know, but, yeah, no, he's a heck of a competitor.
Ooh. A par putt awaits. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. 13's a long pass for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
On a good line. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Is this one going to go down? Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
He's got this one for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he moves to 7 under. Holding steady in first place after that one. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Going with the hybrid. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Setting up for his third shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Ooh. 9 feet to the cup. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And now that finds him in first place. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Putting for a par here. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole. Ouch. That's going to make the next shot a bit more challenging. This putt coming up is for birdie. John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
That's a good looking putt, that. Tracking.
Oh, you did not.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Sitting at 6 under for the day. Currently in the lead. Oh, what a great save. Chipping in for a par at the last. Whew, that's good.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And he finds himself on top spot of the leaderboard as this round comes to a close.
It's goodbye for now. Looking forward to the next 3 rounds.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
Well, shit, y'all see what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna change, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Getting to the cash on that grass, slinging that iron. You know it's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. We ain't do too bad, you know, had one bogey out there. Nice little chip on the last one. We hit the flag on 2 from way back, made us eagle. You know, shout out to all the birds, you know what I'm saying? Stunner Birdman. I think the other Birdman, his name Chris Birdman. I might be mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Bird, you know what I'm saying? Blue Bird, Red Bird, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Falcons. We ain't gonna play a hate, you know. Yeah. Keep the birds alive, you know what I'm saying? The bird's the word, is the bird. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we ain't do too bad. Hopefully we can come out there on day 2 and get that little trophy. Catch y'all on the next one.